Today, I'm going to help you break up with your narcissistic friend, and it's going to be a lot easier than you thought.
Cut it, cut it, cut it, cut it, cut it, cut it, cut it.
What's up, guys? It's Rihanna Anise. Welcome back to my channel. Now, if you're new to this channel, welcome. This is a mommy and lifestyle channel with a focus on conscious parenting. In order to be a conscious parent, you must first be a conscious person. And being a conscious person means that you are self-aware, you're aware of how your environment affects you and your parenting abilities, and you just overall strive to be a healthier, more connected, more real person. So I wanted to talk to you today about something that can definitely greatly affect your mental health, and that is dealing with narcissistic friendships. Now, I don't see a lot of videos on YouTube dealing with non-romantic relationships a lot, period. So I definitely thought that this video was needed. Now, what gives me the authority to do so? Am I a therapist, a counselor? No. But I'm a grown woman who has dealt with narcissistic female relationships since a very, very small child. And I'm very well versed in how to handle it and how not to handle it. So I wanted to make this video so that you can protect yourself mentally and emotionally and be able to break up with these narcissistic people in your life and allow yourself a more positive flow of energy. So let's get right into this video. The first thing you want to do when breaking up with a narcissistic friend is actually identify that they are a narcissist. Now, the term narcissist is a clinical term. That would mean that you would need to be a therapist or a psychiatrist or something to be able to label someone as narcissistic. But let's just say, for the sake of this video, a narcissistic person is someone who is extremely negative, extremely manipulative, and very, very toxic. This is not someone who just made a mistake or who did something horrible or may even have questionable morals. That does not necessarily mean that person is a narcissist. And I don't want you following the steps in this video unless you're truly dealing with a super toxic negative relationship. How do you know if you're dealing with a narcissist, a succubus, an energy vampire? How do you know when you're dealing with these people? Are you having trouble sleeping at night? Trouble eating? Do you find yourself involved with drama all the time that doesn't actually necessarily involve you personally? Does this person always bring you down when they're around you? Is everything always going wrong for this person? Does this person always speak negatively, not only over their own life, but over your life? Do they bring down everything that you try to do? If you try to talk about something today, does that person always burst your bubble? You might just be dealing with a narcissist. This person often go off on you for no reason. You didn't actually do any kind of action to warrant that type of reaction. And then they will just blame it on, I was drunk, I was high, I was depressed, I had a lot of drama going on in my life as the reason why they lash out on you. You find yourself always there for this person, almost to a day-to-day basis. But yet, when the rare times come that you actually need someone, they're nowhere to be found. Or even worse, they do help you, but then they throw it up in your face later on and carry on a very tit-for-tat type of relationship. Is the negativity starting to rub off into your life? Do you feel like there's a dark cloud over you? Do you feel somewhat depressed and blue when you're around this person or when you talk to this person on the phone or via text or social media? Like this person has completely changed. Did they go from being one of the most loving, fun to be around type of people to now it's almost like you're dealing with Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde? They're very negative, they're very self-absorbed, you almost can't get a word in edgewise. They pretty much don't know a whole lot about your life, but yet you know every single detail about theirs because they're constantly complaining. If you can check even 3 or 4 of these boxes, you are more than likely dealing with a narcissist and not just a typical person going through something in their life or just a typical person that does something to wrong you. I mean, that happens in friendships. I'm not advocating you to break up with a friend just because they pissed you off, okay? This is a little deeper than that. So step 2, once you've identified that you're in this type of relationship, you need to start to unlatch yourself mentally and emotionally before you even actually break the relationship off. Narcissists energy vampires. They prey on people who are empathetic. If you are an empath, you probably have attracted a lot of narcs in your life. B, you might just be addicted to being needed or needing someone. You might have an addiction to codependency, or it could be a little bit of both. You might be an empath who's addicted to codependency. So you need to go ahead and start having those self conversations, those introspective conversations. Now, a narcissist is very good at convincing you that you need them or they need you. Have a very tit for tat attitude when it comes to helping people, so they will make you feel very extremely obligated to them, as if you could never be a good enough friend to them. So that leaves you feeling like you need to give more, even though you've literally given all that you can. That need is actually false. That is fake news. You don't need that friendship, okay? You must understand that the tie between you two is a lie. That's right. The tie is a lie. You need to do your own self-reflective work in order to break that bond mentally and emotionally. You identified that you're in a very toxic relationship with a narcissist. You've identified that the bond is a lie. The tie is a lie. You don't actually need this person. This person doesn't really need you to survive, because I guarantee you they have several of you already lined up to take your place, okay? So once you've identified these two things and you're feeling more comfortable, you're feeling more powerful, you're gonna go to step 3. And step 3 is to cut them off. Now, you probably were expecting me to say, sit down, have a conversation. But you are not a therapist. You're not a doctor. And when someone is this type of person, they truly need help. You have to seek that help out for themselves. So there's nothing you can do for this person. Once you've realized that, you can move on. Now, that might seem very heartless to you, because maybe you're just used to dealing with normal relationships. And in normal relationships, even if you need to break up with your friend, maybe it's just not working, maybe they did something to you that you just can't get over, you can sit that person down and explain to them why the relationship is ended. But when you're dealing with a narcissist, you cannot do that. Narcissists, they don't take breakups very lightly at all. Once they know you are serious, they were more than likely going to attack you. It might be physically, it could be bullying, they could try to slander your name. I've had people, swap me, which is literally call the cops and lie and have the cops come over to my house. I mean, narcissists can go crazy once you try to break up the relationship. And when I say cut them off, I mean, you don't even tell them you're cutting them off.
Cut it, cut it, cut it. Them bricks is way too high, you need to cut it.
You block their number, you block them from social media, but also you need to have a conversation with your significant other, your children, anyone else who knows this person or who has been involved with this person, because what a narcissist usually will do is go through your family trying to get to you. And now this could be as simple as just calling them, asking them where you are, to very crazy things like trying to sleep with your husband, trying to get your friends to talk crap about you behind your back, spreading lies, spreading rumors. We just saw a great display of narcissistic behavior on Real Housewives of Atlanta, specifically this last episode with Eva, who recently got married on the show. One of her bridesmaids, her best friend from childhood, someone she would, I'm sure loved like a sister, has turned on her because she didn't get what she wanted in that relationship.
I'm here now talking to Nene, telling her about everything. And do you mind if I put you on speaker and you just tell me what you know? So tell me, I already told her what I heard. Tell me what you know.
Well, first of all, the house that she's in is not actually where she lives. She lives in a raggedy little house across the street from the golf course.
Hold on.
The house is in somebody else's name that they live in over there because her credit is too bad.
Oh, not the credit.
And then his stuff was messed up because they couldn't even get it in his name either.
Now, what's this we keep hearing about this car? What's up with the car?
Oh, Lord Jesus.
The car that got repossessed?
Oh, no, you talking about...
This person's name is Shanita. She called the world and spoke my name and tried to spit venom and lies and take a fraction of the truth of any story and spin that and make that as disgusting as possible.
I had a conversation with Candy the other day, and I was just trying to say, like, you know, I always hear that, like, at weddings and funerals, the craziest stuff happens, and people's true colors and, like, your closest friends aren't your real friends and whatever. And I was like, not me, but it's hurtful.
That is a narcissist. That is not a normal person. A normal person, you guys decide not to have anything to do with each other. You're just going to go your separate ways and live your life. A narcissist is not that easy. They will try to destroy you because you left them. Okay? Narcissists don't see people as people. They see them as pawns, as tools, as appliances to get what they want in life. So for you to cut them off first is going to piss them off. But it's definitely going to be healthier for you. So as long as you can get ahead of the storm that more than likely will arise after you cut off a narcissist, you're going to be golden. So that is step 3, be proactive and cut them off cold turkey. There was actually even recently an article written about this, about how ghosting a friend is actually self-care. And I have to say, I totally agree with that article. I'll drop a link to the article below. Dealing with a narcissist can be extremely detrimental to your mental health. I was dealing with a very narcissistic friend, and I didn't even realize just how depressed I was dealing with this person. And yeah, I have my own battles with mental health and my own things going on, but it seemed like I was always low during this relationship. I was always depressed. I was always crying. I always felt weak. That's what dealing with a narcissist is like. I hope this video helped. I would love to hear in the comments below. I want to hear your stories about narcissistic, non-romantic relationships. How did you get out of them? Are you still in one right now? Are you going to follow the steps in this video and save yourself? Make sure you like this video, share it with anyone you think could get some help from the video. I'll be uploading a review for this hair. This is a 360 lace frontal wig from Hair BB. So make sure you're subscribed and you hit the notification bell so that you can see all of my upcoming videos. And until the next one, bye.